Very bad time. The man really put me down and made me think like I was worthless.
In the previous video, the time is set to the 1960s. A woman named Miriam talks about when her ex-husband calls her a sexist characteristic, causing her to become depressed. However, after she rids herself of the depression, she moves on from the past and works for her children instead of allowing hatred to consume her. The definition of sexism is the discrimination based on sex, typically against women. Sexism can be a belief which imposes limits on what men and women can do in the world. For my project, I wanted to make people aware of Sarah Silverman's efforts to overcome hate in sexism by sending out a Google form to my school. Sarah Silverman, a popular American comedian, actress, producer, and writer, is called a sexist curse word on Twitter. Instead of blocking or ignoring the sender, she decides to find out why the man, Jeremy, calls her this word. She chooses love over hatred by learning more about Jeremy and showing empathy to his problems. After finding out more about Jeremy and his problems, she helps pay his medical bills and asks the area where he lives, San Antonio, to help support him, causing a whole movement on Twitter to support Jeremy. When Silverman got comments about her support for Jeremy, she said, "I'm a bit embarrassed by the glory I'm getting for being human to another human. Literally everyone can do this. I do lots. This one just got noticed." When I got answers back from my Google survey, 60% would block or ignore the person who sent the sexist curse word. 25% would retaliate against the person, and only 15% would learn more about the person. The results are not surprising that 60% would block or ignore the person who sent the sexist curse word, because most students in my community are taught to ignore bullies. This 60% have internalized this lesson well. To be honest, I'm part of this 60% because ignoring bullies and terrible comments are taught more than showing empathy and compassion to those who try to hurt you. Empathy and compassion just isn't part of the main culture. An interesting response to Sarah Silverman's action is, discrimination is an incurable disease we are born with and will carry to our graves. The will to power is innate in all humans, from saints to murderers. She finds great means to alleviate the symptoms. This response conveys that discrimination is innate, not learned. Everyone is entitled to their own beliefs. However, it is shocking to read that someone would think this, because to me, it feels like a rationalization to explain why people act sexist. My personal beliefs is that sexism is learned from people's environment.